Maico here for the Guitar Shop, and this time around we are going to be showing you guys the Ibanez AZ Guitars. The one that I've got in my hand right here is the Ibanez AZ Prestige model, and this the other one that we have, which is also a Prestige model, which is right behind me over here. The other one is a premium. It's a little bit different. I'll tell you all about that right after this. But this is got a roasted maple neck. It's got 22 stainless steel jumbo frets. It's got a bone nut, and then it's got their own Prestige locking tuners, which are a little bit different than your usual locking tuners. I think it's actually quite an ingenious system. Normally you would guide the string through the tuner hole. You would turn these knobs on the back to lock the string, and then you tune it. But here you can just pull the string through, and as you turn, you're tuning the string, it also locks itself. So there are no additional knobs on the back to lock that in place. Then you have a Godot 1802 bridge over here, and your master volume and a master tone knob. So not any specific tone knobs or volume knobs for the different pickups. It's all done with the alternate switch, and you've got your master volume and your master tone to regulate all your different sounds. But that's enough talking, let's listen to a few sounds. So today I'm running the Ibanez AZ Guitars into a Victory V30 the jack, and in front of that I've got a Victory V4 the Countess, which is their valve overdrive pedal, and I'm running a Boss DD7 delay and a Mad Professor Silver Spring reverb. Then also it comes with 3 Seymour Duncan Hyperion pickups. Whether you're getting the Prestige or the Premium model, the pickups are the same. So if you choose an HSS configuration, which most of these come with, then it's an Hyperion bridge, a Hyperion middle, and an Hyperion neck as well. And it's got a ton of different pickup configurations, which I'm going to be telling you all about. And I'm also going to be explaining that through a little card that's going to be coming into screen right now. When you have your pickup selector in the bridge position, which is all the way to the back, then it's just the bridge humbucker. Then you can turn it into the second position, and then you've got the top side of the bridge humbucker with the middle pickup. The middle is the middle pickup. Then you've got your fourth position, which is the middle pickup and the neck pickup, and then you've got your neck position. Now there's also a thing on here called the alternate switch, and basically that allows for some cool extra wiring options. What happens is that your pickups, your single coil pickups, can be run in series on different settings. So when I've got the neck position on right here, and with the alternate switch turned on, it actually runs the middle and the neck pickup in series, which is like a humbucker sound, but made by stacking 2 single coil pickups. Then when you are in the fourth position, you've got your neck pickup and the back side of your bridge pickup combined together in a normal way. Then in the middle position, it actually runs through all the pickups. So you've got a full bridge and your middle and your neck pickup running in series. So that's like a ton of different sounds that you can get out of one guitar. It's actually, in total, I think it's 9 different sounds. models come with a roasted maple neck treatment. Only the Prestige models, they have an extra treatment called the Aztec treatment, which is just another extra treatment to enhance the durability of the wood, to prevent any extra warping from happening during weather changes and stuff like that. But that's only on the Prestige models, so not on the premium models. The neck shape is an oval C shape, and it's got a radius which is shy of something like 17 inch, just a little bit under that. So it's quite flat. You might be used to your normal Ibanez necks. Well, it's not that flat. It's got it's a bit beefier, it's a bit chunkier, which is more my taste. I was never a big fan of the really flat RG guitars, but this sits somewhere in between. Like, it's a really playable guitar for lead playing, but it still feels like a good beefy neck. So I think Ibanez did a really good job on that. The body is made of alder, and the input jack is connected on the side. So it's not a straight jack which is on the bottom or a side angle jack which is on the body, but it's a side angle jack on the side of the body, which looks like this with a straight input jack. I think it works really nice with a normal strap, so it actually follows the contour of the strap when it's plugged in. So let's talk a little bit about how these guitars originated and why they've become so popular amongst everyone. We have to go back in time a little bit to the 80s, where Steve Vai worked with Ibanez on creating the RG guitars, and they did great on that for years. They are still great guitars, but at some point Ibanez decided to talk to more like the session player kind of guitarist. So they were going to guys which you know by now are Martin Miller and Tom Quayle, to name a few of course, and they were asked, if you were looking at the RG guitar, what would you change? What would you like to see on these guitars? And so in collaboration with different players, they came up with the Ibanez AZ model. So Ibanez actually went out and asked the player what they wanted, instead of creating something from the perspective of Ibanez, which I think is really great, because at this point you're seeing them all over the place. You've got your Martin Miller, Tom Quayle, you've got a lot of people here in the Netherlands as well, you've got Larry Basilio, who has her own model at this point, and loads more. So generally they just really made an all-round versatile guitar, coming from the minds of different session guitarists. So that's why it has so many different sounds, but it has to be a playable guitar without having too many different knobs. It's lightweight, it's very ergonomically nice to play, and the neck needs to be really stable, which is why they have the Aztec roasted maple treatment on there. And all in all, it is really made for the all-round player who likes to play a lot. Then I would also like to show you the Ibanez Premium that I have right here, which is an AC226. And it's actually very similar in some ways and a little bit different in other ways. First off, the main thing is that this is built in Indonesia and the Prestige models are built in Japan. Other than that, there are some slight differences, which is the locking tuners. Like I explained the way that the locking tuners on the Prestige models work. This one actually has the locking tuners that most of you probably know from other models like Sir and stuff like that. They have a locking mechanism on the back of this tuner wheel. And once again, 22 jumbo stainless steel frets. The pickups are actually the same. They are the Seymour Duncan Hyperion pickups. The bridge is a slightly different one. This is the Godo 1502 tremolo bridge. Other than that, it also has the alternate switch, so you can get the same pickup options that you get on the Prestige models. It's got a master volume and a master tone. The nut is a Graphtec nut, and as where to the other one is an Ibanez nut made of bone. And other than that, oh yeah, mustn't forget it's got a basswood body instead of an alder body, so it's a different tone wood, but it's also got a roasted neck. It doesn't have the S-Tech treatment on it like on the Prestige models, but it's still a roasted maple neck, so it's still very stable. Other than that, it's got black dot inlays, and the inlays on the side, they are luminescent, so when you're in the dark, they are easier to find to see where you are playing, which is always kind of handy on a stage. And other than that, it's really a similar guitar, so only small differences. The biggest difference being the fact that it's made in Indonesia and not in Japan, but that also translates into the price being a lot lower. So enough talking, let's listen to a few more sounds.